Hey, Manny CA here. Today we're going to go over what kind of lead to use in your paper patch bullet. Uh, some people, and this is pretty subjective, some people like to use what's called a 20-to-1 alloy, which is 95% lead, pure lead, and 5% tin. Some people like to use a 30-to-1 alloy, which is 3% tin with 97% lead. I personally, I've always used either wheel weights, straight wheel weights, right here, and these are the clip-on types, and these are usually, 0.5% of tin, 2% what's called antimony, and 97.5% lead. And I've usually used these for everything, paper patching, running through my rifle, gas checks. The only thing I don't use them on are my black powder, because black powder, you really need a soft lead to bump up and fill the grooves when you shoot. But I've also used the 30-to-1 alloy, which is really good, and that's the 3% tin. So we're using 100% lead, and then what we're doing is we cut it with just 3% of tin. And that works the best for paper patching. I've got a little chart here for you guys to take a look at. Now the chart, you can see, goes through a bunch of different forms here. Different forms of lead and their makeup. And see, we start over here with the lead, 100% lead, and we use those for mini balls or Manet balls and round balls for black powder. You can see the Brinell hardness, and that's how we rate the hardness of our lead, is really soft, between 5 and 8. And of course, then you move on to the shaded ones here, which are the ones that are preferred for paper patching. You see, you've got your 40-to-1, your 30-to-1, your 20-to-1. I'll hold that up so if you guys later on you want to come back, revisit, and kind of write some stuff down. And then you've got your shot here for shotgun, chilled shot, which is 10 on the Brinell scale. And then you've got your Magnum shot where they add a little bit of antimony, and the antimony makes it a little bit harder. So you see, what we're looking for is usually right here, these three, and that's what I've got them highlighted. But you can also use wheel weights, and that's what I've shown before, is we're using wheel weights, but if you're using these to hunt animals with, you want the expansion. And when you want expansion, you want the lead to be malleable. To do that, we add tin. That's what tin does. Makes the alloy less brittle than regular lead and more apt to form the way you want it. See these? These were that 30-to-1 alloy. Granted, it was shot out of a 45. I'm sorry, 44. You see how that is just malleable? It looks like it melted, like a melted candle. That's what you want. You want these things, you see, to be malleable just like that when you shoot, because you want that weight retention when it goes through game. See that? This is a good one. It really just, and these were going about 1,400 feet per second. So, and this is what the bullet looked like. See? Deep hollow point though. So you can see how they opened up. And these were, again, 30-to-1 alloy. You see how they do it. Again, you could shoot pure wheel weights. Patch pure wheel weight. Your rifle might like that. But if you're doing black powder, I would stick to lead. Pure lead. I got 2 bars here. This is what was on that scale we were looking at called linotype. Now, linotype is what printers used to use in the printing industry. There we go. Bottom right here. And it's very durable, very thick lead. Hard lead, if there's such a thing. You see, it's got a lot of tin, 4% tin, 12% antimony, and antimony is what makes it durable, makes it hard. The only way I could tell, there's all kinds of different tests you can do. There's the pencil test, the thumbnail test. I really never practiced any of those, but you could hear it. You could hear the difference. Let me drop. This is pure lead, and this is linotype. And you can hear you have a higher pitch ring, real heavier, and it's stronger, and it has a different color to it too. You could also see the color. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the color. This one, the pure lead, seems shinier, glossier, where the linotype just looks duller. So that's an unscientific way to measure it, but that's just the way to look at it. If usually what you can do, if you have wheel weights, you can do half wheel weights, half pure lead, and I've done that also, and I've gotten great results with that. But ideally, if you want a paper patch and you want to hunt, all the old time hunters used to use the 3% tin, 97% lead. Just something to think about. Where to get tin from? Solder. Solder has tin. Rosincore has tin. What else? I've also I haven't seen it because around where I am, I really don't do much fishing. I used to do a lot of fishing, but lead-free split shots. They are usually 100% tin, and they come in nice little round balls. So you have your 20-pound pot. You can put in, 1 pound, maybe half a pound of tin to your pot. You just do the math. Another thing that you can really find a lot of tin is pewter. Pewter has a lot of tin, mostly tin, and along with some copper. So if you could hit the flea markets and find something like that, that would be helpful. Be helpful for you. One more bullet. This one, the same thing. It's the the 3-to-1 alloy that we're talking about. 97% lead, 3% tin. You can see how that mushroomed very nicely. This was shot into a wet foam books. You can see the foam book residue on the back over there. That's how I do a lot of my testing, is wet foam book, because I think it simulates bone better than just water jugs. Gives you a little bit of a backbone to shoot into too, so you can, like with these, we found our slugs. If you guys have any questions about the alloy to use, send us a message. But usually you're looking at the 30-to-1 alloy, 40-to-1, or the 20-to-1 like we were showing. And also you can use wheel weights. But if you're just punching paper or targets, use the wheel weights. If you want something that's going to mushroom much better than a conventional hollow point that you can buy in a store, use the 30-to-1 alloy. 3% tin, 97% lead. Can't stress that enough. Another thing, I got some message somebody was asking me about how detrimental is paper patching to your bore. And to that I can answer, there is nothing that's going to hurt your bore. Especially, not like, think about it. You're shooting jacketed bullets, copper jacketed bullets. What's harder, paper or copper? And I've actually seen light frosted bores, like the bores you see in milsurps that haven't been put together, haven't been cleaned, put away correctly. And you get a little bit of that frosting on the bore. If you guys who are in the military surplus know what I'm talking about. They shoot 100 rounds, 200 rounds of paper patch bullets through the bore, and it will sand the bore, polish your bore up. So I've never had any problems with shooting paper patch through any of my guns. But you got to make sure you want to clear out all your copper fouling before you do that. Take all the copper fouling out. Use a good copper remover like Sweet 762 or Barnes makes a really good copper solving. You want to get all that out, and then before you start shooting your paper patch bullets, that way you get a really true dimension. Well, that's about it. I think there's some other things. If they come up, I'll put them down in the comments. Just another real quick video going through another pretty important topic in the subject of paper patching. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, shoot us a comment, shoot us an email. Until next time.